Everybody, welcome back to episode 9 of the next podcast. Joining me today finally is my best friend, Priscilla.
Hello everyone, what's the story?
How are you today, Priscilla?
Take 2 actually.
Yeah.
Shitting. I thought the change of environment would have helped Jed, but lights, camera, action.
And I forgot to put on this light for you.
Let's do it. Well, let's
Press
plug
the
it in.
little button down there. Is there a button on that?
The bleeding neck.
I know.
Now you have lights, camera, and action.
Priscilla's going to be the lighting person, aren't you?
Yep.
Join the team.
Aye.
So how about, I know you're nervous, don't be nervous. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Your way is the right way. This is your story. This is your little time, right?
Yeah.
I'm fucking.
Let's go for it.
For anybody who doesn't know you, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Priscilla. I'm a mother of 2. I have 1 sister. My mum passed away 10 years ago. My dad passed away 2 years ago. Yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Darndale all my life. The last 36 years, born and bred in Darndale.
Darndale in the 90s.
Darndale, yeah.
What was that like?
Great, brilliant. It was like a maze, like a crystal maze. When one cul-de-sac and you come out another, over the other side. It's great. We used to play all sorts of games.
We used to go gallivanting, didn't we?
Literally. We used to play all sorts of games in those lanes growing up. Blind date. Kick the can. Few things. Over. Yeah, a little bit of everything really. I used to climb scaffoldings when the houses were getting built down the other end. So, yeah.
When they were all getting turned back around down the end.
Yeah, it was good, yeah. I kind of palled around with everybody. That's kind of a bit of me, it's who I am. Yeah. Not just a one hit wonder, everybody's kind of friend. But yeah, it is what it is. Some people like that, some people didn't, So I had my friends from school, I had my friends from disco dancing, I had my friends, just my friends. Then I had probably friends of a friend, that's just how it was.
And then a great load of cousins.
Yeah, and then now here I am, 37 this year, and I have a handful of friends. Yeah. So the real ones stuck around. Well, that's it.
I think that's just what happens in life, doesn't it?
Yeah, you grow up, you move on, everyone has their own families and lives to live, and that's just how it is.
Some people just drift apart, and then some people just drift back
but
together.
You can drift apart and then you can come back. Like, life gets busy, especially when you have babies and
how is that?
Running a house, walking. Like, life gets hectic sometimes.
I always remember still growing up, no matter how wild we were, like your mom always had you in on time.
I was the king, queen of grounded.
Yes.
Like, Eugene was the king of grounded.
You were grounded for what we did and all. You weren't even like,
I was grounded for everything.
And she heard everything through the grapevine.
No, she knew everything. It wasn't normal. Like, she knew everything. Like, I remember being caught smoking. And like, my mum never, like, she was under no illusion that I even smoked.
Yeah.
Like, she had no inkling whatsoever. Because I wouldn't wash an ashtray. And still to this day, I wouldn't do it. And I smoke. But that was her way of thinking, she definitely doesn't smoke,
Yeah.
But one day I went in my Mercy College uniform and my high socks. My 10 blew in one sock. And obviously I was disco dancing and I was stepping and kicking in our new mirror wardrobes. And the smokes fell out. Well, do you know what I done? I grabbed the smokes, ran to the room, threw my smokes on top of the wardrobe and threw my box of matches that was in the sock out the window. So I ended up having to admit where I actually put the smokes. I used to hide them in the neighbour's garden.
So. Get battered?
No, I was grounded. So I wasn't allowed to cross the door for probably about a month. But when I was grounded, and if it was a week, I done that week to the day.
Yeah.
Like, to the day. My neighbour used to say, "What you do now?" I say, "Please, Joe, will you come in?" He's like, "TR, is it? You're looking for a temporary release? I'll get you out a temporary release." I was always grounded. My mum said 8. We had to be in at 8. But no, I couldn't do that. I had to come at 10 past, quarter past, or 20 past. I always said that, yeah. Give you an inch, you take a mile.
I should be like, phones. Give me the phones.
Yeah, confiscated. The phone was always confiscated. Even at bedtime. I'd be allowed to tell you, like, I was never allowed my phone in bed or that.
Yeah.
She was very strict.
So although you grew up in the wild times, like you weren't allowed to go too wild.
Oh no, definitely not. I had a lid on me. I was watched, and there was somebody watching me everywhere I went. Like
up until like you were what, 18, 19?
I was dropped to school like up until 6th year, and
you used to get a lift up most mornings, would you?
Every morning and every afternoon I'd be picked up. Like, but when she did let me get the bus, she used to call me on the buses because I used to think it was great getting the bus, you know, because I wasn't used to getting the bus, and everybody was getting the bus all the time, and I used to get picked up. Like, so every time I got off the bus, like I had a story to tell. I say, "Man, on the bus today." So she gave me the name on the buses. But yeah, that was Mercy College days.
Do you know what? You're already more chilled and relaxed and more yourself.
Am I?
Yeah, I'm only a few minutes in.
My palms and
so
my hands are sweating.
To go by, relax, you're doing grand.
Yeah, palms and my hands are sweating.
Studio.
I know.
That studio was
not like
freezing.
there was like loads of people around or anything. It was just a bit like there was
time.
cameras everywhere. He was putting lids and all. I'm sitting there watching him set up this place. I'm like, then it was a bit cold, so not gonna lie. Yeah.
And then time being in that environment.
Yeah, we were a bit excited, and we weren't planning on talking about things that we're going to touch on today, but yeah.
And how do you feel about that? Do you feel okay with touching on them things today?
Yeah, well, if it's that's what people want to know, sure, let's do it.
So I put up a question box, and people wanted to know like about like how me and Priscilla met, for instance. They were little like questions, whatever, right? Obviously we've kind of talked about that, but we'll talk about a little bit about it. But people want to know like how did Priscilla's mum pass, and how did our dad pass, and there was a few questions with what happened to Priscilla's face, and I wasn't even actually going. We didn't have any intention of even getting into this, really.
No, because it's
which
not
I think
that we talk about. Like,
beautiful, and your face is fucking gorgeous.
I'm making another coffee.
Don't your teapot is there. You want to spill the tea. But yeah, like things like that, like we never even thought of even getting into, because it's actually very personal and it's a bit touchy, you know, as well.
It's not something you talk about, like even for me and you, like it's something that doesn't. You don't touch base at it. Although it's in the past, it's left to be in the past. But like
years ago, it's still very raw. Although it was in the past, I don't know. It's upsetting to talk about. It's not really nice.
Might be, but we'll go there.
But yeah, we put up a video on TikTok, and it was fucking great. Like, you're just having a laugh in our local pub. We were waiting on food, and the food wasn't coming out, and me and Priscilla were in convulsions laughing. Some people that follow me account would have seen this video. It was just lighthearted, two friends having a crack. It was actually the day after the studio, and when we recorded the whole episode, we did not mention nothing about this, but someone thought they'd be I don't know, like a little bit like
nasty.
Yeah, nasty. A bit fucking trolly type. Yeah. And they wrote underneath it specifically. What was it, Priscilla?
What happened? Her Mars bar.
Where did she get the Mars bar?
Oh yeah.
So we were after been eating a chocolate bar in the video. So when I read it, I was a bit. Then I was like, Mars bar. That's like Scar. And then I was like, that's fucking disgraceful. So I removed the comment. Lo and behold, then I told Priscilla that there was a comment put up, and then that just changed the tone of it then, didn't it?
Yeah, big time. I wasn't myself in the last one. Like, I really wasn't. I was very quiet.
Fair enough. My question box that I put up, asked Priscilla whatever questions. That was just like to get a gist, because Priscilla was actually asked for when I put up who would just like to see as a guest.
Thank you.
A lot of people did say Priscilla Darby, and I was like, no, I deadly, like, because eventually she was always going to be on it. Not going to believe me using my friend either for likes and fucking clicks. So we did always have intention of being on it, but we were waiting until we got it up and a bit going. Like, so there's actually some of us to even listen. It took a while to build a following. But yeah, so we're here now, Cilla. And the people want to know all these different things. So first, whatever way you want to get into, how did me
and you met years and years ago, actually. I don't know exactly how, but I think you know that story exactly how.
Well, that story put that spoon away.
Will you take off me? Because I am going to keep fidgeting
with your nerves.
I am. I'm going to just hold my cup now.
Yeah.
But school mostly, like we met. You and Bernadette, like, would have been young. I would have went and I was in Tara's class. You were in Bernadette's class. So we were all interlinked some way, shape or form, all of us, like, you know.
I remember knowing you from around. You
we
would've
knew
talked
each other,
about
but
it,
we
knew
were
each other people.
yeah. We became very close in a small space of time.
Very quick, yeah.
Yeah, very quick.
But don't get me wrong, we had our little fuck.
We did indeed, like
bit
of
beef
beef
as well.
a little bit of
Remember you
beef.
pushing me in the swimming pool?
Yeah, I did actually.
Still
Didn't
forget
talk to me
about
for 3 days of that holiday, by the way.
Oh, gonna drown that one of these days. Something hit up there. It's gonna pop down, drown down in a minute.
And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there was something going on in here, something other than this. Yeah, so me Mars bar, we'll get into that. It was back in 2010. I was only a young girl. I was 21. I was out on a night out. My family actually, my family. It was my auntie's 30th. We got a party bus. It was my friend's birthday also. So we went to one of the locals when we got off the party bus with my family. And when the Blacker, the nightclub place opens up, obviously like 11:30, 12, I was picked up in a taxi by my friends to go there. So that's where we went. Everything was great. We were having a ball. There was no trouble, none in the nightclub whatsoever. We left the nightclub. My family were back in Clare's. It was her 30th.
Your auntie?
Yeah. So that's where I was going. None of the girls wanted to come. So I went one way, they went another. So I walked out the gates of the Blacker and walked myself around the outside. I was buzzing off these young flits. They all had these hairs at the time, like Justin Bieber hair.
Yes, I remember these days, yeah.
So they're like, where are you going? Where are you going? We're all yapping away. There's a bus stop straight facing it anyway. I sat down on the wall and this little towel, God forgive me, came out of nowhere and he was screaming and shouting at me and he was running towards me basically. Asked me, do I know who he is? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
On a power trip?
Yeah, power bus. Some kind.
On some sort of something.
Yeah.
Could we say allegedly?
Possibility, yeah. So he's running towards me, this little squirt. I'm in a pair of fucking heels, like I'm tall enough, so I'm 6 foot in a pair of high heels. So I stood up off the wall and I said, no, I don't fucking know who you are. I said, who the fuck are you? So went on from there. And he started screaming.
Was he in the nightclub that night?
I didn't see him. I didn't know. I don't know him. Didn't know him until this, like me. This was how I met this guy. Never clamped eyes in my life, wherever it was. Animal. So yeah, lo and behold, he was screaming at me. I know who he is, and I didn't really give a fuck who he was. Excuse me language.
Yeah, but a drink on you, like someone coming up to you, be like, fuck off.
I said, and who are you? Like, and he was screaming. He was only out of Mountjoy prison, and he took out a blade. In the midst of that, he was screaming. He was screaming for a girl. It was a Stanley blade. I automatically got this feeling. My whole body went like when I seen it. The blood drained from me,
body's going like that now, listen.
And he was screaming for these girls, and I didn't know who these girls were either. And I was thinking, fuck are they? So I put my leg over the wall.
Either because we're not going to be giving them any sort
of this is I'm not having an episode, doing an episode podcast about this. I'm doing it, lo and behold, for myself.
Yeah.
The likes of them don't deserve my ear. Like, they're not fit enough to wipe my shoes.
Definitely not.
Now I know this, not personally, but I know who they are. I didn't at the time knew of them.
How often would you have to bump into these sort of people around the area or walk by them?
Well, for a long time afterwards, I didn't really walk anywhere or go anywhere. I actually uprooted and moved. Not so long after that happened. I'll go back to where I was before I go there. So I put my leg over the wall at the bus stop that was right facing the nightclub at the time. And these young flits, the little young flits at the fringes, Justin Bieber's, I used to call them. They were like, leave the girl alone and all, leave her alone. They were, God loved them, trying to, back me up. So I put my leg over the wall after I seen that blade and I turned me back. It was icy at the time. There was cars parked. Like I used to park there with my friends, if we weren't in there.
Did
we'd
he
be
put his
parked
hand on you
outside.
before he took out the blade, or did he just take out
No,
the
he
blades?
threatened me with it, and I seen it. So kind of gave me the willies when I seen it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't give a shite who he was when he was coming towards me. Like, he was a little stuck in the shite.
Of course, but
you
see
know.
something like that,
And then
Jesus Christ.
when he whipped it out and told me he was going to cut my throat, I put my leg over the wall and I got into the car park. The car park's all icy, hence the reason why I walked out the gate when I was leaving in the first place. But I went through the car park. There was cars parked because on nights I wasn't there, as I said, I'd be parked there watching people coming out. You'd have a bit of crack, like, you know, that's what people done back then. So I came through that car park and I was took from behind by the girls that he was screaming for. And automatically, when I was took from behind, I put my face down and he cut me with that blade. So there was 3 of them. But she took the blame for it as his
one of the girls.
girlfriend. Yeah, as his girlfriend. He denied, said it wasn't him. So I know who it was. I know that night I might have blacked out.
You just never got justice.
Like, I might have blacked out. I was attacked by 2 girls, and in the middle of me being attacked by 2 girls, he cut my face. Bouncer came out. He took his hat off and he put it on it. I was inside waiting on an ambulance. I was took to Beaumont Hospital. They had to get a surgeon from a different hospital to come to Beaumont because I was so young and I was a young girl, to do this procedure on my face. They put 136 micro stitches from my lip, from in here. People can't see it in there. They can probably see this. They can't see it in here. It's like a Nike sign. Because I tried to save my neck, because he threatened my throat. Do you know? I was protecting my neck, so that's why he got my mouth. So they were, I don't know, it was all a blackout. I was took into the nightclub, stuck to the hospital, got my surgery. Life kind of changed from then, not just for me, for my whole entire family. Like, it turned of 360.
Yeah.
They didn't only do that. My mum wanted to go the right way about it. She didn't want retaliation. She didn't want anybody killing anybody or hurting anybody else's daughter or son. And she went to the police. We went to court for what I still to this day can't fumble in my brain.
Even that caused you more stress than it
happened in that courtroom. It was just, it might as well have been thrown out, basically. We weren't brought back. We were called up in the afternoon. I'll never forget it. It turned our whole world upside down. They tortured my mum after that. They set my mum's car on fire close to Christmas, and she had all my stuff and my sisters in the boot, and the 3 of us were trying to put it out with pots of water in the ice that thick. We salvaged some of the stuff was gone, but that was mum saying it's only material, it's grand. But that's how they retaliated, because my mum wanted to go and do the right thing.
That was their bullying tactics, you know, they used.
Yeah, so they set our car on fire. So I don't know. It changed our world. My mum couldn't sleep. She was extra smoking. She was a smoker as well, so she was eating the
21-year-old girl who is, after being brutally attacked by a Stanley blade, then to be bullied and intimidated to not go the right way about it. Like, your ma's being targeted, the car's being burned in the garden. What sort of effect did that have?
As if they didn't do enough damage.
Exactly.
They've done more, you know.
They might not have killed you that night, but they killed something inside you that night.
They killed something inside of us all. My poor ma was distraught. Like, I was her baby, you know what I mean? She never obviously wanted anything to happen to any of our girls. We were her heart and soul. Yeah. You know, she lived and breathed. She worked every day of her life. She put a beautiful home around us. She gave us everything we ever asked for.
Yeah.
We were on holidays every year. We wanted for nothing. Like, literally wanted for nothing. Where she was one of a kind. She was the heart and soul of every place she went to. Everybody loved her. a voice of an angel. She could sing any song. Like, that's the way we were brought up. My house, my family, we're all like the sound of music, like on occasions and Christmas and, you know, but
I know.
when this happened,
I used to love being in your house.
The atmosphere was always electric.
It was great.
It was great.
It was a
Eugene
great family
played the
home.
guitar, like we'd be singing, like we'd be practicing, you know, even for
Everyone
Christmas.
would be taking turns.
Yeah,
like...
it'd be great. The atmosphere was just electric. And my mum took very sick after that, shortly after that. And she passed away in 2015. She was diagnosed with lung cancer. And she was sick in bed for 2 weeks. She never really liked the doctor, you know. And she was never really sick either. She wasn't one to complain, like, you know.
Yeah.
She just
was a hard worker.
She had a routine. My nannies every day. Me and my mum were best friends. We done everything together. She like my personal chauffeur. But
she was everything.
From that she took sick and she was diagnosed with lung cancer. She kicked ass with that treatment first time round. It was at bay. It wasn't gone. There was no surgery done or anything. It was just at bay. This was on the Wednesday after I gone through our chemo, radiation, and for a couple of months. We got news then it was at bay. I hadn't grown. It's there, but it's staying there. You know, at the size the radiology was after getting it to. It was kind of the best they could do, but she was all clear basically, you know. That was Wednesday. Thursday, we always done our shopping on a Thursday. And she was always one of our routine. We kept our routine. And we gone to my nanny's. We used to go to Darby this time because she didn't really like going to Northside anymore, you know, bumping into everyone, you know, and after being sick and stuff, you know. We changed our shopping centre, we went to Darby. But we went to my nana's first. She got a dizzy spell, kind of. And I was like, Ma, are you okay? She was like, yeah, I'm grand, yeah. It's my head. I was like, you sure you want to go and do your shopping? She's like, yeah, we'll go and do it. We went and done it. Same thing happened again. Come the Friday, we had our back and bone out. They done a brain scan. And we were wondering, like, why? Why are they doing a brain scan? Like, couldn't understand it. So I asked all the questions. I was like my ma's secretary. She would say, just tell her. So my ma didn't want to know how bad it was. She never wanted to know anything, like, you know. My granddad passed away with lung cancer years ago, so she didn't want to know for that reason. She was obviously scared.
Yeah.
So she was took back in, as I said, for the brain scan. And I asked, why brain scan? Of all things, I know she was getting dizzy and had a headache, but why is giving her that? And he said, when you have a lung cancer patient, it's a 50-50 chance that it can go to your brain.
Yeah.
And my mum was one of them 50-50s, and it went to her brain. We had an option for surgery, take it out, and we went ahead with it. Probably now it's a bit of a regret when you look back. I think maybe we shouldn't have, you know. But do anything, like
you're gonna
do
try
anything, you know what I mean? Just to know she's going to be all right. So they went ahead with it. She's in theatre for like a little over an hour more than she should have been. We were all outside, the whole family, our sisters, myself, my sister, my stepdad, my dad, everyone. She came out. She was brought back. Everything. It was just like a relief to see her come out, you know. But she had her face was kind of swelled, obviously from the surgery in her head, and she got to losing her hair from treatment and stuff. After that, she kind of never got better. Just it ate her. It ate her from the inside out. And the last 6 months of my ma's life, she couldn't walk. The cancer was after travelling. It went down her spine. Her lymph nodes affected her mobility to walk. And she used to always say, I'll get these legs back, I'll walk again. I'm going to exercise every day. My ma prayed every night.
Yeah.
She never prayed before. Like, neighbours went out our way and got the St. Mary statue for. They got her that glove, the sacred glove everybody gets like when they're sick. She went real holy. She used to say her prayers every night. Eugene would be on his knees beside the bed with rosary beads. Like, me aunties and myself, we used to have a bit of crack, when she was saying her prayers, they'd be shaking,
Yeah.
She just changed. She had a swear jar. I didn't see me ma change. She was me ma.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I didn't see her difference. She looked no different to me. It was only a while after.
And you look back on pictures now.
And you look back and you're like, I didn't see that happen. Do you know? Because she was me ma.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
She was still herself.
Yeah.
Like.
To me, she didn't look any different. But to other people, they would have got a free. Do you know what I mean? Because she didn't look herself. Her face, her eye was closed, her face was swollen. She went through the mill, but she still had faith that she was going to rock.
Still, I never ever thought she would not rock
it. But she never wanted to know. As I said, she didn't want to know anything. But I don't know whether that was so she didn't have to face it, or she didn't want.
That was her way.
Yeah, a whole coping mechanism, that she was going to get better and have that in her brain. And I thought that even, I even thought that. I thought she'd even walk again. She was so independent, like, in her bed was in the sitting room, and we had a bar, and her toothbrush would be over here, like, just a little bit, but she wouldn't even let you get that.
Yeah.
She'd edge her way over and get her herself. She was that independent, like, she was adamant she was getting better. And obviously we knew she wasn't, because doctors were telling us. Like, from the get-go, from every appointment I went to, I always took notes. Like, ask questions. She said, my secretary will ask. She'll ask all the questions. She had a social worker in the hospital. She had a lovely girl. My ma loved her. When my mum was in the house and she was terminally ill, we had the help of St. Francis Hospice, but my mum didn't know it was St. Francis Hospice. She thought it was the local nurse, Now, as I said, I don't know whether she might have known inside her whole body, could have been telling her, but she didn't want us to know, or she didn't. I don't know. I actually don't know how.
They say, like, when people get like to that stage, they just know.
I think she tried to hide it from us, that she knew, because when she left that night in the ambulance, I think she touched the walls and the door and stuff on her way out. Like, she knew she wasn't coming home. But so did we. Like, myself and my mum's sister went to the doctor, and told us what to do, and we tried to prepare for things that's going to eventually happen.
Yeah.
There was no time frame on it. Could have been 6 weeks, could have been 6 months, So the doctor was saying, get this done, get that done, have things in place, so when it happens, it's not going to come on top for you as a family, like, get clothes ready and stuff. So that was a lot, to take in. And then to come home and tell the rest of the family was even harder, especially me nanny. My nanny just wouldn't. She just wasn't accepting it. She was broken. So daughter, no mother wants to go before their child. Like, it broke us all, losing my ma as a family. When she passed, it knocked us all for 6. but in different ways, and everybody grieves different. Like, I grieve to this day. Do you know, I think I'll grieve for my ma forever.
Yeah.
Like, even down to certain foods. I haven't ate a coddle in 10 years. I haven't had liver in 10 years.
The famous orange bleeding cod.
Yeah, like there's certain things. Like, I lived by my ma when she passed. I used to put things where they were supposed to go, where my ma wanted them, and then that wasn't healthy. You know, it wasn't, because I had kids. My sister had moved on and she had kids. And the house is me. My ma seen a house. She'd have a nervous breakdown. But there's 7 young kids in and out.
Yeah.
You know, it's different. She lives for a house. You'd eat off her floors. She was like, I spent 5 hours in that garden today.
Yeah.
I'm like,
She
what
was
were you
always up to
counting?
something.
Yeah, like she'd be out there scraping the,
She'd
you know,
always
in the
have
middle
you
of the,
again doing a new project.
yeah, up to something. Like, she'd be finished one room, she'd be up to another, you know. She was a menace for decorating the house and up to something in the house. And it took her to be on her dying bed to realise all it was bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
Really. Like,
Yeah, health is everything.
Yeah, health is literally everything. And my mum was only 44. She was a very young woman. Like, I'm 37. Like, I'm a stone throw away from that edge.
Yeah.
And I have 2 girls. And I had my girls later in life, so my girls are younger again than me and my sister were. My sister was young. I was 24. 24, was I? 25. 25 I was only gone 25 in the July. And my mum passed on the 25th of the same month. So I was only young.
Yeah.
So my sister, 6 years in the difference. My sister was only 19.
Like, only a baby.
She was only a baby, you know. Like, I had Katie. They say these things happen in life, you know. Like, Katie 3 years after this happened to my face. I moved out here with Katie. I just couldn't walk around with my baby, you know.
Still to this day, like, it affects you. Like,
the whole lot, everything, but it's kind of stemmed from that.
Yeah.
It's like everything just was like domino effect. Like, one thing after another thing after another thing.
Yeah.
And it was just, my ma was suffering, you know. And now, Jesus, I never blame myself because my ma took sick afterwards. I don't think, she took sick because of what happened to me. But I think that had a very, very big
had a stress
part to play in it.
Worried,
like,
sick about
worried,
everywhere you went.
Losing sleep. Like, I couldn't move anyways before this happened.
Yeah.
My ma was on the blower every half an hour. You know, I had a time, I was like Cinderella. I had to be home at a certain time. If not, she'd be outside that pub waiting on me.
Yeah.
With bells on.
Waiting for all of us.
But yeah, life changed. Life changed that day. Drastically changed. As I said, not just for me, for everyone.
Yeah.
For all of us. As a unit. You know, that unit broke up fairly quick. People take different routes and grieve differently, and some people are angry against the world. I know I was. Just looking at certain things in life, and I was just like, I was so cold towards God, and like, if he was up there, why would he do this?
Yeah.
You know, I still get like that sometimes. Even though I pray, like, I still wonder, like, why does he do that? Do you know, to people? If there is this, like, obviously another place after here, like, it's always the good ones that suffer, do you know, and go first.
When you see this evil in the world, at least there's nothing that can harm them now when they're no longer fucking here. Because this world is just so evil. Because look, lift up your mic there. Make sure I'm not. Yeah, that's a lot. Couldn't see our light. I don't want to be losing out on any audio.
Yeah, so.
And then you went on then with, after, not long after your ma, then your dad started get really, really sick then.
My
as
dad
well.
was already sick when my ma was alive. My ma used to go out to him all
What
the
was
time.
the dad was diagnosed with, Priscilla? Wasn't it very rare?
Yeah, it was a rare disease called Desmond myopathy, and it's not known in Ireland. It's
Yeah.
more in the UK. And my dad was born in Manchester, and his family over there. So I don't know. It might be hereditary. It might not. I was supposed to get a hereditary test, but I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't know whether I'd like to know
If you
you
have it
know.
or not.
Yeah.
If you have that gene like that,
Yeah.
carries.
I don't know whether it is that, but it was called Desmond myopathy, and it was a disease that more or less eats away at your muscles.
Yeah.
So my dad was his mobility on his feet, he wasn't great, you know. And I was taking the piss out of it, tell you the truth, like, because my dad say, "What came over?"
Yeah.
You know, after having a few cans, or even in general, say, "What came over?" Because it'd be late or whatever. And remember one day, he went to put his leg over the wall, but he used to lift his gym, and he put the leg over, but he rolled like this way, and I couldn't. I actually couldn't. But we didn't know we had this disease at the time, and I was wetting myself, and I was like, "What? How did you do that?" Like, and he's on the ground, and I just couldn't even help him. I mean, my used to say, "What did you do?" I said, "I couldn't even help him up off the ground," and then it happened again.
Just laughing at him.
And then it happened again, and it was happening more frequently. My mum was like, "Telling you," and I go, "You want to get them legs started?" My mum and dad were best friends. Like, I know they broke up.
She could sense that wasn't just.
Yeah, they broke up when I was at a young age. Like, I was only 6, you know. Kirsty was only 1 when my mum and dad broke up, but they were the best of friends.
Yeah.
Like, they had a great relationship, you know. He used to drop in every day and sit where she'd be up making him his breakfast. He worked for 52. He used to come and collect that rubbish and bring it back like he was
all
working.
that rubbish.
Yeah, like he was working, going down cleaning the mow field, but he wasn't. He was getting fed, drinking cups of tea with me ma.
Good hell, my God.
All right. But
bleeding character.
He used to fill up his little picker and take me ma's around here now.
That's some fucking great memories.
Yeah, of course. My dad was gas. He was gas.
Doesn't make it any easier not having them here, but
no.
their memories are like sacred.
Like 10 years without my ma was 2025, running into 11 years this year, 26. And my dad was 2 years this year. That's raw.
Yeah.
Like, that's still
second
raw.
year at Christmas as well is worse than the first year.
It's just, I still can't handle it. If you know what I mean. I just can't believe that the both of them are gone.
Yeah.
Like, and it just takes its toll sometimes, and it's hard. And yeah, is it hereditary? Is it going to happen to me? Will my kids be all right? Am I going to live to see my kids? You know, like, it's just hard. It's hard. You have to learn how to live again. You know, new routine, like new everything, and new ways, because your life revolved around one person for so long. You know, me and my dad weren't always great friends.
To lose a mother or a father is absolutely life changing. Never mind.
We were like this for the last few years since I had Katie. Really, kind of, he moved back here from Waterford, and that was the be all and end all when he heard I was pregnant on Katie. Yeah, that's what made me dad's relationship just went spiraling. You know, again, we were like best friends. We bounced off each other. Same thing, like my ma. Like, I don't know, just maybe it's because they had me when they were young, but we had a bond, you know what I mean? A bond, unbreakable bond. Like, just on the way life has just drastically changed without him now. And having to learn how to cope without him. It's just very, very hard. And when the kids talk about them and talk about my ma, and it just breaks my heart. Like, and it's gonna forever break my heart. Do you know? I live for my kids. You know, and I'd want to give my kids.
Tori when your ma took sick. Did
Yeah.
your ma get to meet Tori?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tori was 8 months when my ma passed away. And she idolised Katie.
Yeah.
And she would idolise all the rest of them. Like,
yeah. It's a sin that she was robbed of that, like.
Yeah, especially our grandsons, because she always wanted a little boy, you know. She's like, what would we do if we got a Willie in this house? We wouldn't even know what to do with it, you know, because we're all family, more girls in our family. So when one of us was having a boy, or like Ryan, there's only a little handful of them all.
Yeah.
There's be Ryan, Tyg, Evan, Callum, and then the great grandkids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But in the grandkids, there's not many boys. You know.
Yeah, she's gone mad for
my ma had 3 brothers. She would have loved to see the grandkids grow up, and it just breaks my heart, especially around the occasions that she loved. Like Christmas. She loved Christmas. My ma loved Christmas. It's one of her favourite times of the year. Miserable. Obviously, like, I live for Christmas and my kids and make them happy, but
I know.
Once that's over,
you
it's
break
over.
your fucking neck to make this work.
It's just like another day, really. Do you know what I mean? When you don't have family, like, to surround yourself with on Christmas, like, don't. Just me and the kids.
What's
go to a
your new
hotel.
tradition? Yeah, it's just
For the last 6 years. This year was their 6th year in the hotel. Kids love it. It's a bit of space for us, you know, that one time a year, as 2 families living in one home. As I said, my ma was 44, not expecting to die of cancer, and she didn't have a will.
Yeah.
And she owned her house. And me and my sister live there now still, to this day. And she has 5 kids, and I have 2.
This was one of the big reasons you wanted to do this, was to raise awareness.
To raise awareness for people, including myself and yourself, of the importance of having a will. And when you have young children or children at all, because my mum wouldn't have wanted things the way they are now. Like, that would have killed my mum. No, she wouldn't have wanted that.
Yeah.
For me or for my sister. She wanted us to obviously live our lives and have our own homes, and she wanted to be there to witness that.
Yeah.
You know, but she didn't have a will. So now that's kind of affecting me a little bit, because the house went into probate and all that jazz that happens.
Does anyone listening as well that can help Cilla out with any of these things that she needs help with? If you could reach out, it would be absolutely great. Because
the will is very important to have, especially if you're buying your own house. And younger couples now are buying their own homes. You know, they're getting younger buying their own houses nowadays than years ago. They're better off buying, because they don't stand a chance anywhere else. You have to kind of buy. You know, you have to be in that position nowadays to have your own property. You have to be in a position to buy it. Yeah. Because even to rent one, you might as well be paying someone else's mortgage. You know, renting these properties, it's extortion.
And in Ireland, it's so difficult to even own a home.
Like, I work, and I wouldn't be able to afford to move out and pay rent. Like, I'd be working to pay me rent. I wouldn't be able to give my kids a life.
And then with the cost of everything else gone up, like your bill, your electric, the fuel, shopping, the cost of living, you'd be literally existing to just pay for the roof over your head.
Over your head. Now, I know we're lucky. We're very lucky in a sense where we have got a roof over our head, but it's not easy. Yeah. Like, me and my sister grew up sharing a room all our life. Like, and there was never trouble. Yeah. Never. We always had the spare room, which is my room now, the box room. one of us could have went in there, but we didn't.
Yeah.
We shared around
Yous
all
made
our
it
life.
work.
We made it work. But we can't make this work.
Yeah. This
No
is
matter how-
this is impossible.
No matter how hard you try, you can't. With two families under a 3-bedroom house, it just doesn't work.
Of course.
Like, I love my sister,
This is going back into
but
like
it's
the
driving a wedge
the
between
60s.
me and my sister. Like, when you live with somebody, you can hear them go on the toilet for Jesus' sake.
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy. You've no privacy. You need your privacy.
Yeah.
Like, you know. And the kids getting older, they need
they
their
need their
space
space.
and their privacy. They want their games and their units, and they want all these lovely things. And you're squashing, like, my kids are squashed into
What
the
would
biggest
be
room in the
your
house.
perfect scenario that you got your own place over and live?
There is no scenario for me.
Yeah. There's
No
like
option. I've been trying to get out since 2017. 2 years after my mum passed away, I went out on the homeless. I didn't think it'd be a problem.
Yeah.
But like that, my mum not having a will in place and owning property and having assets, they told me to go back to where my roof is, have a roof over my head. And at this stage, there was no probate. There was nothing in my name, nothing in anyone's name.
Yeah.
You know. Probate went on for 2 years because it kind of stays open for other family members or anybody to go against it or something like that.
To object or whatever.
Object it, yeah, like other siblings say, you know, or something. But it was only me and my sister. So it's like we're stuck now in that house with 7 kids. And it's a 3-bedroom house. Like, we're walking on eggshells. Like, we love each other to bits, of course.
Jesus,
So,
I know that.
Like, we love to hate each other too. And then you have the kids, and they're arguing over who owns this and who put that there, and it wasn't me. And like, it just, like, for all of us, the kids especially, they deserve it. They deserve that space.
Of course you fucking do.
You know, I know me and Kirsty share the room, but like,
there's too many
the
now.
sharing the
they're at
room,
an
and then
age
just sharing the room.
they
It's
need
gone
their own
past
space.
sharing. You know, something's going to have to give. There has to be some sources out there. I'm on my last resort at the moment.
This was another question, by the way. People wanted to know what it was like for Priscilla to live with her sister.
Yeah. It's easy by no means for her or for me.
Yeah.
You know.
It's too small.
It's not easy for anybody living with anybody.
Yeah.
Especially as 2 separate families. You know what I mean?
Of course. I couldn't imagine moving back home. Especially when you're wild sharing with kids. It's too fucking much. There's too much pressure on the average mother as it is nowadays.
Yeah.
Without living on top of someone else or someone else living on top of you, it's just not doable.
No, it's not.
It's heavy on the head.
It is, yeah. It's very hard going. So hopefully this year is the year something comes out of it and we get to keep that house in some way. We'll salvage it.
Yeah.
But if it has to go, it's our only option. It is what it is. We can't live the way we're living forever. It's not healthy.
No.
You know. I enjoy my peace. You know, I always did.
Can't keep running away to get it.
No.
It's not fair.
I always loved doing loads of little things, like, you know, in the kitchen, if somebody's in the kitchen, Kirsty's cooking. I can't cook. Somebody in the bath. You know.
Yes, of course.
It's kind of, no matter what.
It's not big enough to be able to hold that many people. It's not suitable.
No. And then it's always kind of clash at the same time, or wanting to do something at the same time, or
you'd need at least 2 toilets with that many people anyway, you know.
Yeah. My Katie spends her youth in there. It's her favourite place in the whole house.
Yeah. Did you be on
I think that's where she gets the most peace. So.
Yeah.
It's the bathroom.
That's that thing.
Yeah, so she spends most of her time with me. But
What would be the perfect scenario for you now, Cilla, basically?
just to have my own house, my own sanity back. It's hard to heal.
I feel like you're constantly just trauma after trauma after trauma. You haven't even got a chance to heal from one thing, and then there's another thing, and then there's another thing.
Every day it's something. Like every single day it's something. It's not easy. You have people getting involved and sticking their nose in and throwing their hour in, and it's not needed.
Yeah.
It's making matters worse, and it's putting a stem on my relationship with my sister. The little that we have left, we're holding on to, do you know?
Because obviously the more you see someone, the less tolerance you have for it. Happens with everybody.
Yeah, of course.
It's only natural. Like, we're only human.
So yeah, people adding to it doesn't help.
Yeah.
You know? All for one for all. People don't like honesty.
Yeah.
The ones that don't like honesty, they're the ones that don't like to take accountability.
100%.
For their actions.
Preach it, sister. Fucking preach it.
You know, some people have no business, none whatsoever. Their opinions might as well be counting cheap.
Yeah.
Because they don't matter. They're never going to matter. Because what's going to come out is going to be the right thing for all of us.
Yeah.
Do you know, we can't live together forever. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen.
You're just sacrificing things for yourself and your own dreams and your own everything.
It's putting a hold on everything.
Yeah.
You know, my whole life has been on a hold.
Yeah.
Like,
if it's not one thing, it's another thing. It's constant something.
Constantly something. I'm training my brain like I've qualifications galore behind me back. Do you know? Since the age of 18, leaving school, I went to college. I'm a fully qualified beautician. I went and done like 6 months to be a hairdresser, and I took a reaction at dermatitis, so I couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I can't. Hence the reason why I have roots, because I can't get my colour right up, so I'll always have a root. I'm allergic to these things. I couldn't be a hairdresser for that reason, but I probably wouldn't have stuck at that either.
Yeah.
My brain just wouldn't let me. I just wanted my brain to be moving. And
distracting from the going there.
I was educating myself, like even through COVID. I done courses online. I done an SNA course. What other course did I done? A load of courses. Like I've loads of qualifications, loads of knowledge, but that was just to keep me going. Yeah. My brain ticking over, and
that was your escape.
Putting my self into something to take my mind off something else, you know.
You've really been starting to look after your well-being, and
I've been putting myself first. I changed
really lately, like
try
last
step
year.
back, and other people's worlds are not mine.
Yeah,
I have to start living for me and living for my children, and looking after myself.
Flat out with the yoga, flat out with the meditation,
like looking after myself for my children.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Can't pour into an empty cup, or an empty sack won't stand. Yeah. You know. And as long as I don't look after myself, how am I going to be able to look 100%. After my kids and
have to pour into
grow,
your cup before
grow older to see them, you know, to see them grow? So I need to start. This is my year to put me and my kids first.
I'm fucking 100%.
And no matter what,
I'm here with you,
no
sister.
matter what, it's me and them against the world. Always, for now, forever, and for always. And anything I do it for them. And I'm going to get my kids a home of their own, what they deserve this year. And I don't care how I do it. I actually don't care how I do it. No. But I'm going to do it.
I have no doubt about it.
This is the year. 11 was the number of my first door. This is my ma's 11th year. Gone this year.
Yeah, you can feel it in your bones.
This is it. Like, the kids are willing to move. Like when I say move, I mean like out here. Like,
So like how when you have so much shit going on are you always able to just be there for everyone else around you? So like how the fuck does
I
that?
don't know, but I gave that up for my New Year's resolution.
Well, you fucking haven't left my side since.
Yeah,
so
well, you never
surely
leave
short of
mine, do
living
you?
with- surely short of living with me for
I'm
New
part
Year's.
of the furniture. You don't leave mine, and
Like,
people.
there's an awful lot of us that be actually fucked without you. Lost, absolutely lost without you. How you're able to be all that and more. So many of us, like our whole fucking lives.
Like I studied all that shit.
Like you've always been there for me for anything big or major in my life. Like
Same goes.
you've always been there, and I'm not the only one.
You
And
know
it's
who
just
they are.
like-
The real ones always stay, no matter what.
How do you just find that inside yourself? Like for how did life not just kick you around that much to turn you hard?
Because I just kept going and kept.
With so much
I'll
compassion.
do this course. I'll do this, and I want to do that, and I want to do this, and then when I started working in the nursing home, 5 years ago, six years ago.
She even has me out buying her clients fucking
5 years ago. I'm not too sure, but when I started working in the nursing home, that was my calling.
Yeah.
That lit up something inside me, made me feel good going to work every day.
fulfilled you. Like,
Yeah, I found my calling. Like after everything, in all the last 10 years I've done, like I never ever thought I'd be a carer, ever. Like I never thought I'd see the day. You
well,
know?
like it always.
for certain reasons, I've always been a kind, caring person.
Always, and you
I
took
cared
everyone
for-
under your wing.
Yeah, I cared for everyone. You know, if I love you, I love
Cilla
you.
was one of them mates where she'd be like, meet you for lunch, and when you'd get to where you're meant to meet her, she'd have a load of bleeding randoms with her, a load of dolly mixtures. She'd be like, where the fuck you find all this? Like, who's this? You're always
the
just
friends
like,
from college.
what? Where are you going? Ah, come on, come with me. Come on.
Yeah, I'm one of them kind of, what you call them, nurturers.
You'd fucking go with me, and she'd be bleeding, have a load of bleeding mad dolly mixtures with her. Room 12, waiting with 10 blue. Come on, stop.
Oh, stop. The crack.
We have some great memories.
Yeah, I
so.
got me calling, and I think, yeah, like last year was the year, so you know what, just do
I
it.
think you'd be great as an SNA as well.
Just do it. And I actually love that, but it's just a very hard job to get into.
Course,
It's
yeah.
not what you know, it's who you know. The likes of these games.
And come here as well, like you're already raising awareness for like an awful lot of things already in this episode. What are we an hour in? Do you know, you're at touching on like big major things, because knife crime in Ireland is absolutely rampant, like rampant. And it's important for young people to hear the dangers of...
Like, it's not to scare children from going, or
No,
teenagers from going to a
100% not.
nightclub, but if you see something, say it, because I wasn't the only person threatened on that night. To be honest, there was 2 others threatened on that night with the very same blade, but I was just the unlucky one that actually received the receiving end of it.
Yeah.
For what? I don't know. And do you know what? It made
Like
me
some
a stronger
people are
person.
just institutionalized. Like that is the behaviour of someone who is just used to prison life, and not that it should be acceptable in prisons either.
No,
Do you know
but
what I
this
mean?
is the way the
I
world.
just feel like 15 years
disgusting.
ago, they got off very, very lightly, because social media wasn't as good as it was today. You didn't have podcasts on every
No.
corner the way you do today.
The justice system is even worse now
Lawless
than it was
Ireland.
then.
Yeah.
It is lawless Ireland. It's even worse now, and there's more of that. Maybe not young girls at
The
my
streets
like
of
at my
Ireland
age.
have never been safe, but they're certainly not fucking safe
No,
nowadays.
not anymore. It's a lot more stabbings and everything in the world. Something every day on the
And
news.
to think these people
something.
like walk by you in the street, or they're in your local supermarket, or people are around. I think like there's no rehabilitation when people are getting out of prison to adjust them to normal life. It's not normal to carry a Stanley blade
No,
with you to a nightclub. It's not normal for any girl to have to go through that, or any boy. Like,
but it's not normal.
It's-
If you leave your
it's-
house with something in your pocket, you have intentions of using that.
yeah,
in some way, shape or form.
And I'm sorry, but it's inhumane. An animal.
Yeah, it's
I
not
wouldn't even.
something-
An animal is actually has more fucking dignity and more compassion than what a person who would do that to somebody, yet alone a young girl.
Yeah, if you go out with it in your pocket, you're setting out intentions.
And I
to
don't
do
give a
something
fuck how
to use
popular.
it.
Like a person.
And I know the world is scary, and a lot of people say, "Oh, I carry this because like going into town nowadays, like it's frightening and shit like that."
That's
and
not
some
a world
people
I
are
want my kids to live up.
some
live
people
in.
are saying like, "I carry this to protect myself." Like, yeah, me eyeball, pal. You carrying that, you've intentions of using that.
Fair
Whether
enough,
you're
carry
attacked or
mace, carry something, carry your pepper spray, your DP, carry something to protect yourself. A little cast iron skillet in your pocket or something when you want to text when you're out on your run. But a fucking Stanley blades, I'm sorry, it's just fucking vile.
yeah.
It's vile and it's filthy.
And there is vile people in the world, and there is
prison.
inhumane
Carry on.
people in the world.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what it is. You just have to keep your eyes open.
I think the young people as well, they spend an awful lot of their time on social media, and these things aren't talked about enough. So that's why, like, I'm hoping like that people start to open their eyes. Like, we are living around the absolute fucking scum. Like, there's scum like this who was capable of doing this, Priscilla, and capable of getting away with doing it to Priscilla. Is like all walking around, they're all getting on with their lives like casually after they could commit a crime like that and get away with it.
And
It's
if you can
absolutely
get away with
disgusting
one,
and
I'm sure they
unprovoked.
think
Like, Priscilla didn't go out causing trouble that night. To be quite honest, you didn't even have any dealings with these sort of people. They had a problem with you over me. And that actually, I'll never forget when, oh, I swear to God, still to this day, the guilt that is riddled through my body just for you even having to wear that scar on that gorgeous face of yours. Because I know,
don't
like,
ever feel guilty.
they only
These
ever,
people are
ever, I've said it to you many a time, and I think that's why I don't really like, well, I know yourself, you don't like talking about it either. Although it was 15 years ago, it's very fucking raw and it's very triggering. But I'm not sitting here bringing this up for you and then going to leave you. I'm going to be here for you every step of the way
like
through
you
this.
are every day.
It's not like I'm using my friend for clicks and likes or anything like it.
The reason this was spoke about really is because of that.
This
troll.
was orchestrated through a troll to talk about this.
Through the comment, and his
it
name
tore
is
my
Talking
stomach
Tom.
sick.
Talking Tom. So I'll call you out, Talking Tom.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what happened with my Mars
Is that
bar.
enough explanation for you, Tom?
If you'd like to know any more, just subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe, like, and fucking share.
God forgive me. There is, like, people want to know. There's always people want to know something.
There's always someone's shit storing the pot.
And they probably put that out there to see, would I speak about it? I have no problem speaking about it.
I think
and I'm not bringing this back up for any other reason but that reason. Like,
yeah. It's to raise awareness.
Yeah, like, it's raising awareness for little girls. Look out. Not to scare them to go out. Go out, live your life, enjoy it. But if you see something, say it, girls.
Yeah.
If somebody's, like, you see a sign of anything.
And if someone ever whips out a blade,
go to security
and run as quick as you fucking can. Don't ever call their bluff and think they're not going to use it. If they're brave enough to put that in their pocket and go out into the fucking streets after a few drinks,
like, as a mother,
after whatever
young girls,
drugs they take, like, how are you meant to feel safe with your kids? Go to nightclubs, go places like this. Like, when you hear these stories, and it's still happening.
It still happens, yeah. It still happens every day.
It would have gotten an awful lot more coverage. You probably would have got more justice in this day than what you did back then.
Back then, there was no social media,
and there was no coverage. There was no
bit of Facebook, I think.
How are you meant to heal from a situation if it's not actually acknowledged that you even went through it? If you're not actually, like, if people don't acknowledge, not even people, society, like,
I had the right resources after, like my mum made sure I was well looked after.
Yeah, she made sure you went.
Like, I had counselling, and I used to go see a psychiatrist, and for a long time after that, you know.
And still to this day, still, how would you feel going to, like, jam-packed events or opening?
I get anxiety, like social anxiety, very bad.
Like PTSD.
Yeah. And when I'm going out with my friends, like, I'll have a few drinks probably before we go, get a bit brave, you know.
Yeah.
Before you go out. But I'll always keep my wits about me. I'll always, like, read the room. I'll always read the room, read the pub. I look around, and I'd be a bit skeptical of who's there, and, you know, And I still am like that to this day. I don't trust very many people.
Yeah.
Like if I trust you, like that's a blessing,
Of course.
you know. Because sometimes like I can barely trust myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, well, what I'm going to say.
Well, I tell you, you hold yourself
For
absolutely
instance.
amazing for everything you are going through. Like, why? Do you know what? Your ma would and your dad would be just beaming with pride. They'd be so fucking proud of you.
Hopefully, I'm doing them.
It's just
proud.
unfortunate you had to go through all you did have to go through. Do you know what I mean?
And taking me ma along with me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's proxy.
Yeah. It's a shit show. But come here. I'm through it, through the other end of it. I'm feel stronger now than I ever have before. Every hurdle in your life makes you stronger. Might knock you at the time. Might knock you for a few days, maybe a few weeks.
I don't think
Sometimes
I
they
know
can come
anybody
back up.
as strong as her, to be quite honest. And you know, like when I'm ever down in the dumps now, this has always been happening. It's not only since like the past few years. It's always, she would give you the self-belief to be able to achieve anything. I kind of feel like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this
You
today.
can do it.
She would literally, oh, you'd feel like
You
you
can
kick
do it, Bruce.
a door down after 2 minutes of Priscilla empowering. Like, yeah, you're absolutely fucking amazing to all of us.
Come here, if you all put your problems in a hat and take someone else's, we wouldn't be
Yeah.
long looking for our own back. Let's leave it at that.
You
Put it
inspire
that
me
way.
to even get
Do you
out
know?
of bed, because I'm like, I do feel like shit and be getting down now, and then I'd be like, ring you up, and I'd be
Some
like,
days
you know what?
I don't want to get up out of bed.
If
I don't
Cilla
want
can
to.
fucking do it, I can fucking do it.
I don't want to get up. I don't want to face the day. I'm like,
Yeah.
wish I could stay here all day, but you know what?
You just keep soldiering
Yeah,
on. You're the hardest
to.
little walker in all.
I have to keep myself going, ticking over, doing something, walking.
I think maybe
bringing
like
the kids.
this year you could maybe focus on doing a little bit of more work, like to help heal, you know, like inner wounds, deeper wounds that you've been burying. And I'll be also on this journey with you.
Yeah, well, I've been on a little journey with Soul Haven.
Yeah.
A brilliant circle.
Shout out to Soul Haven, DC.
I love Danny and Sarah, they're one of a kind. They always make me feel so good about myself. With them in their surroundings, just feel so comfortable. And their little circles this year, like I know I haven't been to many of them because a lot of them I'm in work or the time was just not right, you know. But the ones I've went to, oh my God, have I benefited from them, you know. And I'm going to keep going and keep that healing journey.
You've smashed an awful lot of goals. 2025, we're going to have to finish up soon before this phone lets us down. Yeah. That's why if you see me getting up pressing the phone, it's making sure that I'm not losing any footage here. But 2025, my God, girl. My God. Like, you knocked it out of the park.
Thanks be to God, another year down.
Like, wow. Like, you achieved an awful lot.
Yeah, I did actually. I put my vision board out last year and I had like 5 or 6 things on it. I was like, I'm going to do that. Get my license back.
Board. I love a bucket
I'm going to
list.
get my car on the road. And I done it.
Yeah.
I passed my license in February and I was driving in March.
Yeah.
And I done this in December.
And we got a girly holiday in between this.
We went away, yeah. For Mother's Day, we went away.
The girls are smashing.
We went to every concert we could possibly go to. So yeah, it was a little bit more selfish this year, like last year. And this year it's going to be even a little bit more selfish. And I'm going to make it all about me and my kids, and that's it.
You owe yourself so fucking much.
And I don't owe anybody anything.
So you will be taking it, unapologetically taking what's yours.
Yes, with both hands. Literally with both hands.
And I'm all here for
probably 6 hands with the girls, because I have
them
on either
all
side.
This.
So with 6 hands, we'll be taking that. We will.
My girl.
Don't know what, but we'll be taking wherever comes their way.
I'm very, very proud of you. I'm so proud.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for
coming.
Love you to bits.
And yeah, thanks for listening, and thanks for asking the questions. And yeah, it's good to be here. Get it off your chest, they say. Put it out there. It's out there. It's gone.
Put it in the fucker bucket.
Take notes.
Yeah.
I might be back. Who knows?
Thanks for listening. I fucking love you.
My love Homer.
Just wait for me, best friend. Big shout out to everyone at home. Thank you for listening. Keep like, sharing, and subscribing. And thank you to mine and Priscilla's favourite kitchen in Kerrlock, the Balgriffin Inn. Bye.
Make sure I win next week, Shane. Set that up.
Yes.